Well, we already are. That's
Yeah,
the
I was
best
like,
part.
I was like, we're gonna be in person though. I'm in both places so much. Those are my two top countries. So
I love it. I love it. Okay, you guys, we are live on YouTube, on streaming. Okay.
well, we already
Okay.
are.
Okay.
I was like, we're gonna be in person.
I can't wait to meet you in person too. And I really do see emBODY being like having a in-person aspect to it, like a studio. So that would be really cool to have you in there. Are you guys hearing me okay?
Yes.
Okay, let
So
me
you'll have a studio in Portugal, Spain, and Mexico?
yeah. I mean, why not, right?
And I can head Bali. We got that too.
Oh yeah, well, that's where my husband and I met.
Oh.
And that's a very special place to us. We actually will go back.
Yeah. Okay, well, we have the three same places. This is perfect.
I know, it's amazing. I'm so excited that I'm sorry, this is like I'm trying to close out all these tabs. I have a million tabs open. So that it helps the stream. Yeah, I know. Okay, so Portugal, Mexico, Bali, San Diego. Those are our spots. All right. Okay, you guys. We are going to start. If you can grab a chair, since we're not going to use our sliders today, we're going to use them tomorrow. If you can prepare and bring some sliders. You can also use like paper plates. Like I said, I have sliders, but I also, to protect my new wooden floors, I actually use diapers because we have a 2-year-old who's in diapers still. So you can use napkins, diapers, so easy. We're going to need it to slide. Okay. So that's what we're looking to do. All right. You can use whatever you need. All right. And today I'm going to ask that you grab a chair because today we're going to be doing legs and bum. And so I want to utilize a chair and get some really active booty going on. All right. I don't think I'm going to wear shoes today. Just not feeling it. So we don't have to. You don't have to wear shoes. We are not going to do as much HIIT today as we did in previous exercises, unless you guys want to. I'm a little sore today, but we can definitely get some warm up on, and then we'll move into some abs on back, and then we'll go over to our chair where we will start to get some legs and bum activated. All right. How does that all sound? All right, if you're watching us live on YouTube, welcome, welcome. If you are in my pilot, I just want to give you a little love and say thank you so much. It really is such a joy having you, and I'm just so grateful that you have taken the time to provide feedback as well as be here for this really special time in building emBODY. If you don't know me already, I'm Emily, and this pilot program that we're doing right now is really a way to kind of show you guys how I build a brand from scratch, while also building something that I really am so excited about. So I walk the walk. I'm a brand builder, brand optimizer. I use quantum energetics to support building out brands, and Jamie has been in my work for a long time. She has experienced it. So let me tell you, I have the best people in my circle. All right, let me get some music on and we will get started. Let's get it going. All right. My beauties. We're going to start by taking a few deep breaths. in as we bend our knees and lift yourself up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, coming all the way back down. Inhale, rising all the way back up. And then exhale, coming all the way back down. This time we're gonna stay down in a low lunge, or I'm sorry, a low squat. And from here, we're just gonna shift our weight left, shift our weight right. Left and right. Left. Can you come down a little bit more? So good. Woo! Already feeling my legs from yesterday. Yes, my loves, it is burning. We're just shifting. If you didn't join us yesterday, oh my gosh, we had Jamie, we had Chantel, and Chantel is a warrior. She was like, let's do more. So we added another 30 minutes in and it was fire. So if you haven't had a chance to watch the replay, go in and watch that one if you want to burn. All right, we have 2 more. To the left and to the right. So good. Coming up through center. Pivot your legs so you're turning over your left shoulder. And from here, we're just gonna start tapping our knee forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. So tucking your knee into your chest and then stepping back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Yes, just warming up slightly. Can you come down a little bit further in that standing leg as you come back? Down, squeeze. Down, squeeze. Down, squeeze, and then squeeze a little bit tighter into your core, pulling that knee into your chest. Woo. If you haven't turned on your watch yet, if you have a watch, make sure to do that. I always forget. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. 2 more. Down, up. Now, switching over to your right shoulder. Same thing on this side, just warming up our lower body. So we're just gonna come down to our lowest point and then bring our knee into our chest and back down. Chest, down, chest, down, chest, down. All right, you guys. So let's talk about power. What does power mean to you? What does it feel like when you are your most powerful self? Sometimes it helps to think about somebody who resembles the energy of power. This emBODY series this week is power. So you're embodying power just by being here, okay? Woo! We have 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Come back to center. So good. Now we're gonna do some standing obliques. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull our right knee and our left elbow to touch and back down and switch. Up, down. Yes, so good. Can you add a squat? Woo, squat, pull, squat, pull, squat, pull. Yeah, so good, ladies. Pull, squat, pull, squat, pull, squat, pull, squat, pull. Really pulling that core in to your spine. That's it. Woo-hoo. Get that fire going. We are gonna take it home today, guys. Woo. Can we double time? In 3, last 2, slow, and double time. Here we go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Come towards the top of your mat. Place your hands down on the mat. Your right foot goes back, your left foot goes back. From here, we're gonna get into mountain climbers. And we're gonna climb on 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Climb, 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 climb. Woo. climb, 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 climb. Woo. Let's go, ladies. Let's do it. This is where we see the change happen. We're just getting started. Let's go. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, staying back in full arm plank. You hold. Hold. Perfect this position. Tuck your hips under. Your shoulders go into those shoulder sockets. You're right over your palms. Your palms are pressing into the mat. Tuck your hips a little bit further. Can you press your heels back a little bit more towards the back wall? You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, so strong, 4, 3, 2, last one. Push yourself into down dog. Woo. Feel that burn. Woo, so good. All right, from here, we're just gonna bring our big toes to touch, just like you would in a yoga class. And from here, you're gonna lift your right foot to the sky. Lifting your right foot to the sky, you're gonna shift your weight forward and bring your knee into your right elbow, and then cross it to your left elbow, and then back. Right elbow, left elbow, back. 15 on each side. You have 12 more, and back. Bringing that knee into your right, your left, and back. Your right, your left, and back. Your right, left, back. Use your core. It's not just coming from your arms or your legs. It's all of your muscle groups. Yes. You have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, so strong, 4, 3, squeeze your buns, 2, and last one. So good. Bringing your foot down to meet the left. We're gonna give our shoulders and our wrists a little break because we know that can be a lot. So before we move over to the other side, I want you to get on your forearm of your left side, okay? Flopping it on your left side of your body. I wanna show you what not to do first, okay? So what not to do is leaning into your right shoulder and letting your whole belly fall towards the ground. What I want you to do is pull your chest off away from the mat so it's completely in line with your tailbone. Okay, so the way you do that is you pull your right hip back up towards the sky. Okay, do you see how that completely realigns itself? Perfect. From here, I love the arm coming up. From here, we're just warming up. So we're gonna bring our heels to touch. We're gonna get into some clamshells. Okay, so from here, you're just gonna let the top knee come down to the bottom knee, and you're gonna lift your chest up, okay? You can raise your arm up to the sky if you want, and then you're just gonna lift your top knee off towards the sky, and then back down. Up, up, back down. Lifting your knee up towards the sky, and back down. So at this point, our bottom leg is still on the ground, and back down. Up, up, back down. Up, up, back down. Up, up, back down. I'm keeping my arm up in the sky because it helps remind me to keep my chest up, right? Yes, and back down. Lift, lift, back down. Lift, lift, back down. 2 more, lift, lift, back down. Lift, lift, back. down. So good. Let your top arm fall down to the mat. You are going to come back into your plank pose. So get there the best way you know how. My favorite way is to plant my palms, step my right foot back, and then my left foot back. And then I always plug my shoulders into the socket and then tuck my hips under. This is my position. Okay, from here, I'm now gonna connect my big toes, and I'm going to push my hips up to the sky into down dog. This is our starting position. From here, I'm gonna lift my left foot to the sky, and then I'm going to exhale to bring my knee into my chest, into my left elbow, and then I'm gonna shift it over to my right elbow, and then back behind, kicking up towards the sky. All right, we have 13. Use your breath. These are the poses that actually cultivate different thought patterning, right? Your brain is gonna tell you to slow down. It's gonna tell you to stop. It's gonna tell you your wrists hurt. It's gonna tell you your shoulders hurt. It's gonna tell you to slow down, to fix your hair, to fix your pants. It's gonna give you every damn excuse in the book. Don't listen to it. Keep going. This is where the change happens. This is why we talk about emBODY being the mental, the physical, and energetic. The energetic atmosphere of power today. So bring that power. You have 3 more. Use your breath. 1 more. So good. Allow that foot to meet the other behind. You're in your down dog now. You might even want to walk your feet a little bit higher. Woo! Now walk your feet in between your palms. Let your torso fall into flat back. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing. How are you guys doing? All right, we're gonna grab our chairs. So, if you have ankle weights, I have the Bala ankle weights that I just love. Whenever I teach in-person classes, everybody, I should be an affiliate for them because I get everybody to buy these. These will punctuate the work that we do, okay? So you can buy these. I'll actually add these to my website so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, but these are awesome. They have 1 pound and 2 pound options. These are 1 pound options, but essentially what it does is it adds extra weight to allow you to really get more of a burn. All right, so Chantel, you might want those. All right, so grab your chair. You see how the back of the chair is facing me? Perfect. I'm gonna touch my hands on the back of the chair and I'm gonna take a step back. Okay, I'm gonna lean back until I have a perpendicular leg and a parallel torso to the floor. All right, do you see my right angle? Cool. So from here, we're gonna start to get into our legs and our booty work. So I'm gonna extend my right leg. We're always gonna start with our right leg. I'm gonna extend my right leg out, back, behind me. Okay, do you see how my body is in a T shape? Try and get there, okay? I want you to pay attention though, because this was not the right move. I was looking at you guys. That's not where we wanna be. We want our hips to be completely squared off towards the chair. Okay, that might mean that I lose a little bit of lift in my leg. But from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna flex our foot and we're just gonna pinch our leg back behind us so that our bottom of our feet is facing the ceiling and then back down. Okay, so in, back down. In, back down. Bend your standing leg slightly, okay? When you bend your standing leg, it allows the lower back to be protected, okay? Extend and squeeze. Can you guys feel this? Cool. I love your thumbs up. Out for 2, squeeze, in for 2. Out for 2, in for 2. I'm noticing that for myself, I've done this plenty of times, but my body still tries to take the easy way out. That's not power, right? So right now I'm gonna adjust my position. I'm gonna take a moment. I'm not gonna be hard on myself. I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna bend my standing leg and I'm gonna extend and get in my position properly again. And then I'm gonna start again. Extend. You have 4 more. Extend. 2. You should feel this in your hamstring and your standing leg. And last one. So good. All right, staying where you're at. Now we're gonna rainbow our back right foot. So pointing your toe now, you're gonna point it towards the left, up and around to the right. Up and around to the left. Up and around. Ooh, that's it. Up and around. Where's that power, ladies? Let's get into the beat. Oh yeah, up and down. Up and down. That's it. We're 14 minutes in. Bring that heat. How can you bring your mind to the game right now? emBODY is all about creating a vehicle for change. This is where the change happens. Show up for yourself. Here is the way you do everything, is the way you do anything. Let's go. You have 4, 3, squeeze and lift, 2, last 1. Woo! Yes, my love, so spicy. Okay, we're staying on that right side. Now, we're gonna keep that standing left leg bent. And from here, we're gonna go into those side fire hydrants. So flex your foot, and actually we're just gonna lift it up and back down. Lift it up to the side, back down. Make sure take a moment to square off your hips again. Bending that standing leg, up, back down, up, back down. So good. You have 4 more and then a change. Last 2. If you're shaking, that's good. Last 1, stay high. Come back up to your highest point. From here, you're just gonna bounce. Bounce up, up, up. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull your core in, 2, last 1. So good. Bringing that leg over your left side into a figure 4 stretch, and then just coming down, just bending your knee slightly. You can press really lightly in that standing knee. I'm sorry, in your right knee. Just stretching that briefly. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a big stretch at the end of today's workout for you, so don't worry, this is just the intermission, okay? All right, now, before we move over to the left side and even ourselves out, we're gonna do something a little bit, it's funny because I always laugh at this one because I make my husband do it, and when he does it, it just gets me every time. All right, so we're gonna pull in a little bit of bar right now. So facing me, you're gonna bring your heels to touch and you're gonna lift yourself into releve about 1 inch. So lifting yourself, basically just releve is a fancy word for saying put on your high heel shoes, okay? Your knees are gonna come over your feet, over your toes, okay? So that's the angle you're shooting for here. And then you're gonna bring your hand onto your hip, 1 hand on the chair to stabilize you. And from here, you're gonna go down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, The movement is coming from you squeezing, letting those quads work, as well as the lift is coming from squeezing your glute. Can you feel it? These ones are killer, and we're gonna add on. Can you imagine a man doing these? I have my husband do it, and he's like panting, sweating. It's the best ever. So if you're a man and you're actually doing this exercise right now live, power to you. Take a selfie, tag me in it. You are amazing. And up for 2. Down for 2. Up for 2. Down for 2. Up for 2. Last one. Down for 2. Up for 2. Okay. Adding on. Watch me first. Here we're gonna actually keep our feet exactly where they were, but this time we're gonna come down to our lowest point. We're gonna twirl our hips. So turn your hips in circles. Down for 2, up for 2. Doesn't matter what direction you go because we're gonna switch it up. Yeah, these ones are so killer. Down for 2, up for 2. You have 5 more. Woo! 4 more. Come on, you guys, bring in that power. 3 more. I see you. You're killing it. Last 2. Squeeze. Up. Last 1. Squeeze. Squeeze and twirling those hips. Come up. Give yourself a little release. Take a breath. Woo! Close your eyes if you need to. Lock in that power. Remember, when we do the 5D method, we talk about where we came to the workout, how you showed up today, what's your baseline, what is your target, right? That is power. Whatever. Power is subjective, right? So like whatever power means to you, that is what you're declaring. That's the second D. All right. Third D is designing. So that's what this part comes in, right? Where you want to give up, you have designed some way to talk to yourself, to show up and say, I'm not giving up today. So I want to ask you right now, how are you telling yourself to keep going? Okay, this is when you do it. We're going to the other side now, all right? We're doing power, okay? Bring that power. All right, connecting your heels again. We're gonna twirl in the other direction. Only 5 of these, guys, you've got this. Bringing those statements that you've designed to power through, let's go. And our heels are touching, pressing in toward each other. You're in releve, come down to your lowest point, and from here you're gonna go down even further. You're twirling the opposite direction you were before. Different muscle groups, yes. And up, down, up. Down and up, down, up. 2 more, you got this. How hard are you clenching that chair? Let that go. Bring grace into the challenge, right? And we go down for 2 and up for 2. Bonus 1, last one, you guys. Down and up. Woo! My gosh, you did it. Well done, well done. All right, let's move over to the other side now. So bringing your chair to the other side of your mat. From here, you're gonna step back, body to be like a right triangle, right? Bringing geometry into the. So we're getting into 45 degrees. From here, we're going to flex our foot. You can probably see why if you have ankle weights, why it's really intense. Okay, flexing our foot. And from here, we're just going out, stretching our leg and back, in. Stretch our leg out and back in. So the movement's coming from that hamstring. Squeeze your glutes, square your hips, bring your core towards your spine. And that's exactly it. If you bend in your standing leg, you get some bonus work and you protect your lower back. Out for 2, in for 2, out for 2, In for 2. You have 3 more. In for 2. 2 more. And in for 2. 1 more. And so good. All right. Now we're gonna rainbow out our legs. Whew. All right, so pointing your toe now. We're going to bring our left foot out towards the side of our body. And we're gonna square our hips off again, making sure that we're completely square. From here, you're just gonna lift up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Remember, check your position. Making sure your lower back is protected. Your standing leg is bent. Woo! Where's your mind? Is it telling you got this? Or is it saying, holy shit, I can't do this anymore? This is where the change happens from a neurological perspective. We change those neural pathways by telling ourselves through hard times, through hard movements, we got this. So retrain your brain through your body. Let's go. We're really actually rewiring your nervous system as well, right? Sometimes we hold trauma response in ways that we don't even recognize. Moments of wanting to give up, or seeing tension, or feeling like something is really hard. These are moments, are opportunities to allow us to reframe, refocus, recalibrate our nervous system. We have 4 more. So good. We go into those fire hydrants. Woo, 2 more. Last one. So good. All right, staying where you're at, bending into that standing leg again. And you're gonna bend and flex that left foot and bring it out towards me, okay? And back down. Out. And back down. These are really slow and controlled to start, right? So count for 2 seconds as you lift and count for 2 seconds as you drop it. I want you to focus on your core. How can you imagine that your core is actually the element that's lifting your leg up? Lift and back down. Lift and back down. Lift.
I've been losing sleep. What to do? Could somebody come and take me away?
You have 3 more.
In the deep,
You got it.
without you.
2 more. Woo! And then we do those little bounces, remember. Last one. And come to your highest point, and from here we're gonna bounce, 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 bounce. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good. Coming back into a figure 7 stretch. So that means if you have the ability, like coming back, pulling yourself away from the chair, and then slowly bringing your left leg on top of your right, like just like we did on the other side in a figure 4 stretch, coming down to a lower point and pressing into that knee, stretching out that leg again. So good. All right, rising all the way back up to standing, taking a deep breath in.
Wake me from this dream
Exhale.
I've been in. I need to get in closer to
Okay,
you.
letting go of your chair. We're going to come onto our mat now. All right, we're gonna get a little bit of core in. And then we're gonna end with some bridges to really punctuate our legs as well as our bum, all right? Before we do that, we forgot to do our clamshells on our other side. So why don't you come down to your right side, lay on your right side. Again, I'm gonna tell you what not to do first. So I'm leaning into my shoulder, my belly is dropping. That's what not to do, okay? You want to lift out of your shoulder and you want to pull your hip up towards the sky. From this point, you point your toes, so your legs are a little bit in front of your torso, and then you're just gonna lift and lower that top leg so that your knee starts to face the ceiling. Okay, yeah, so good. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Check in with yourself. See where you are. Are you pulling yourself up towards the sky? Are you dropping down? Pull yourself up. This is really important. Your posture is important. So good. And back down. Up. And back down. So good. Yes. Kristen, I love your arm up to the sky. Yes. And 2 more. And back down. 1 more. Back down. So good. Okay. Allowing yourself to come into a reverse forearm position. So you're on your forearms on your back. Your lower back is planted into the mat. We're gonna start by doing some reverse crunches. So extend your legs out to about 30 degrees. And from here, you're just gonna bring your left foot, your right knee into your chest, and then your left, right, and left. So you're just pedaling your legs back and forth. Every time you push your leg out, see if you can squeeze your legs and squeeze your belly. Pull your belly towards your spine. Create so much space. Woo. That's it. Pump, pump. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good. Extend your legs out again. We're gonna rainbow our legs now. So rainbow to the right. We're doing windshield wipers. To the left, right, and left. Right. Can you pull your chest more towards the ceiling? And left. So good. Pull your belly in towards the mat. That's it. So good. You have 4 more. 3, 2, 1. So good. Okay, grabbing behind your legs. You might need to plant your feet into the mat just to get into this position, but we're gonna get into high C curve. High C curve means we're gonna make a big C with our torso. Okay, that means that we're gonna pull our core in towards our spine. Okay, this position is classic Pilates, so good for all of those elements of our torso, all of the elements of our beach or our abs. Especially if you've had kids, there's a lot of loose stuff in there. This is how we tighten it up. All right, so you're in your high C curve. I'm grabbing the back of my legs lightly with my fingertips, okay? From here, I'm gonna lift my hips or my feet off of the ground. They're gonna come into a parallel position, all right? Do you see how I have my high C curve and then my hands behind my legs? My chest is open towards the sky. This is where the work comes in. From here, you're gonna let go of your right hand, grabbing the back of your leg, and you're gonna pull it towards the back of the room. And then back to center. And pull it back, back, back. And then back to center. Use your breath. And back to center. So good. You have 4 more. This deep core work is so important. This is where our Maniputta chakra is located, right? Our creative center. Let's make that strong. Last one. Reset, grab behind those legs, get back into your prime position. So roll your shoulders back open through the chest, grab behind your legs, lift your feet off the ground, your elbows wide, your chest is open, your shoulders away from your ears. And then we switch sides. Release that left hand, and then you pull it back to the back of the room, nice and light, like a ballerina, and then back to center, and then back, 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 and back to center. You have 5 more. And back to center. 2 more, you got this. Just like we did with the other more intense positions, bring your mind back in. Where's your energy? Are you activating a power? The power within you. Last one, so good. And reset. From here, all we're gonna do is come up and down, up and down. So up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Almost as if you're pulling your legs in, but the movement actually comes from you pulling yourself up to the sky and back down. You have to catch yourself. So there's work on the up and the down, up and up, up and up, up, up. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. So good. Woo! All right. So good, ladies. All right. So we're going to lie onto our backs. All right. From here, you're going to plant your heels into the mat. So yesterday we did a little bit of our bridges, but we actually planted our toes into the mat, a little bit different. So today we're going to plant our heels into the mat. So from here, I want you to take a moment and just imagine that you're pressing every part of your spine, every part of your back into the mat. So see how that feels. All right, as you press, I want you to imagine you have somebody sitting on top of your belly so that your core is activated. And you're gonna plant your palms into the mat. Actually, you know what? Your elbows into the mat. And you're gonna shimmy your shoulders back down towards your heels. And you're just gonna lift your hips up to the sky, okay? As you lift your hips up to the sky, you're gonna extend your right leg out to a diagonal. All right, so you're in this position. And from here, all you're gonna do is tuck your hips. Tuck, 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 tuck. You'll feel it right away. Tuck, 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 tuck. You have 10 more tucks. 10, 9, 8, 7, and a change. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Point your toe now. Okay, point your toe, staying in that high position. Pointing your toe, you're gonna bring your toe down to the ground, not until it touches, and then all the way up to perpendicular to the floor. And down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. Pushing that left side of your hip as high as possible. Yes, that's right. Down for 2, up for 2. Down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up. 2 more. Down, down. You got this. Last one. Up, up. Return that leg down to the mat. Return your hips to the mat. Bringing your arms around your knees. Just giving yourself a little bit of a hug before we move over to the other side. Beautiful. Planting those feet into the mat. Again, you're gonna really push your heels into the mat. Your toes might even come off the mat. Planting your elbows into the mat, and we're gonna switch sides. So you're lifting your hips up to the sky. That movement comes from your glute. And then you're going to Extend your left leg. Your foot is flexed. From here, you're just tucking your hip. Right side, right side. Woo! I feel it. So good. Bring in that power. Woo! The most powerful Emily. Let's bring her in. And you plug in your name, the most powerful you. Let's bring her in now. There she is. Who is she? How does she operate? How does she think? How does she do life? Who is she being? What is she seeing? What is she saying? Think about that and remind yourself that you are her. This is where you embody that version of yourself. You have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point your toe. Bring your toe down to the floor, up to the sky. Down for 2, up for 2. This is it, guys. You got this. Down for 2, up for 2. Down, down, up, up. You have 5 more. 4, 3. Bring the last part of this exercise with the heat. You have 2 more. Last one, do your best. Bring that power up, up, and release. Woo. All right, same like we did on the other side. Grab the tops of your knees, bring your legs into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. You're rolling yourself into a little ball. Roll over to one side and the left side, right side. And then maybe you massage your spine upward and back on the mat. Woo! And then come up to seated. All right. So good. All right, so this is where the documentation process starts to begin. It goes on way longer than our work together, but you can already start to feel it. I want you to check in with yourself now. How do you feel? That's documenting, that's the 50. You've already done the work. You've activated that brilliance. You've activated that power through the vehicle of exercise. And now we're gonna document it with how we start to see things differently show up in our lives. And also we'll feel it immediately through the way we feel. So extending your right foot out by your side. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold over that right side. Inhale yourself up, and then exhale yourself down a little bit deeper. Inhale yourself back up. Now extend that left leg to meet the right. Inhale your arms up to the sky and then forward fold over both feet. Flex your feet so that you get an even deeper stretch in the back side of your legs. Take another inhale and then forward fold even more. Inhale, rising all the way back up. Now switching to the other side, so bring your left leg out to a straddle stretch and bring the bottom of your right foot into your left leg. Inhale yourself up to the sky. Lift, 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 lift. Exhale, fold over that left side. Inhale yourself up halfway, and then exhale yourself down a little bit more. Inhale yourself up. Extend that right foot out to meet the left this time. One last forward fold stretch. Inhale yourself up to seated. Bring in the bottoms of your feet to touch in a butterfly, stretching out that inner thigh. Inhale yourself up. And then exhale yourself, folding over. Inhale yourself up to seated. Planting your hands at the top of your mat. You're just gonna extend one leg back and the other leg back, coming into a down dog. While you're in this position, just take 3 deep closing breaths to cement the way you feel. Give yourself a reason to be proud of yourself. Give yourself a compliment. Bending your right leg, bending your left leg, really feeling the beautiful stretch that you deserve. Now bending your knees, stepping your left foot between your hands. You're gonna let your back right knee touch the mat, and you're just gonna press into the left side to lift up. Stretching through that hip flexor. And lean a little bit forward too, so that you are stretching that hip flexor completely. Squaring your hips off. If you're leaning forward, inhale yourself back up a little bit, and then you're gonna grab the top of your right foot, and you're going to you can grab it with one hand or 2 hands, and then you're gonna lean a little bit further. Exhale everything out. You're gonna lean back and square your hips off. You're gonna flex that front left foot. Your toes are gonna come back towards your face. All right, bringing your hands on the inside of that left foot. Swing your left foot back behind you. Bring it up to the sky. Give yourself a little bounce, and then plant it back down to the mat. Planting your toes into the mat, coming into down dog. Bending your knees, stepping through with your right foot now, bringing your left knee to the mat, and then pressing up over that, into that right knee. Really stretching out that hip flexor on the left side now. Take a deep breath in. Honor where you are. Start to document how you feel, how you've moved things, how you've worked things out. Maybe some clarity is coming in for your next project, your next client, your next product. And now coming back to center your weight, and you're going to grab your left top of your foot, just like you did on the other side, just stretching a little bit deeper into that quad. Flex that foot, lean a little bit forward, grab it with 1 or 2 hands, your choice. Beautiful, and release. Shifting your weight back and squaring off your hips. You're going to bring your toes back towards your body, and you're just gonna lean over, getting that really deep hamstring stretch on the right side. Then planting your hands into the mat, swinging your right foot back behind you, giving yourself a little bounce, and bringing your knee to the mat, pushing your hips back, coming into child's pose, planting your third eye into the mat, stretching your arms long, and repeating after me, I am powerful. I am power. Take a deep breath. Allow yourself to come back. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. What a class. I hope you enjoyed it. How are you guys feeling? All right. And we are